We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for taking time out of your day, spend with me. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Another game, another loss. And this one we needed badly. We needed this game badly, right? This was a game we were winning start to finish, and then we just collapsed in the fourth quarter. Like, this is completely inexcusable. You know, we get the win. We have a full game up on the Pelicans, not only just for playoff seeding, but also for our draft pick. Right. And now you lose to them. We do play them in a couple days, so maybe we get that win. But this is a game that you should have won. You had the game win, start to finish, win the game. Once again, we cannot close games. And it's frustrating. The lineups were questionable. Like, this was the one game that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't get Darvin Ham sometimes, right? He's so in love with playing Russell Westbrook, but like, this was the game Russell Westbrook was killing, right? He was having a great game, great playmaking, getting to the hoop at will, getting layups, getting everything. And then you just don't play him. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it unless the front office was like, hey, you can't play Russell Westbrook no more. Maybe that was something. Maybe that was a possibility. But it just was weird, right? Like, and why did you go away from Rui Hachimura? I know he didn't have the greatest shooting game. He only had 8 points and was 2 of 7 from the field, but his size was an issue for them. He was getting all kinds of like boards and helping on the defensive side. You know, he had more offensive rebounds than he did defensive rebounds. Like, I don't get it. It really didn't make any sense to me. This was like I said, out of all the games, this was the game that you probably should have played Russell Westbrook a majority of the game, but Darvin Ham yet pulled him out. So I don't really understand that, but nonetheless, LeBron James with 27 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And then Anthony Davis had a monster game. He had 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and 34 points, which again feels like a game that you should win, right? Given the circumstances. Troy Brown had a couple nice threes, a couple big threes down the stretch. He finished with 13, Lonnie with 11. But Russell Westbrook, again, he had 15, 4, and 4. He played 22 minutes. He was 2 of 3 from 3 and 6 of 11 from the field overall. Like, he was feasting this game. Like, this is the game you play him. This is the game that, like, when he's playing really well, you keep him in the game. I don't know. Like I said, unless they got a call, which could have happened, they could have gotten a call that said, hey, we need you to pull Russ out. We can't have him get hurt or something. Then maybe they did. That could have been a possibility. But anyway, diving into the live stream to start us off hot. Swish coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Punched a hole in my wall watching this game. I don't blame you. The defensive intensity pissed me off. Knew it was over at the end of the third when the momentum shifted. Yeah, as soon as they hit those back-to-back threes, it was Murphy. When he hit those threes, you were just like, okay, exactly how this is going to go. We haven't been able to really consistently stop them the whole game. Like, it was just a back and forth game the whole time. It's just we had that one stretch where we got 3 straight stops and 3 straight scores. So we were able to push it to 12 or whatever. But it just, you knew oh, we don't have it. And this game showed why Kyrie Irving would be so valuable. Right? Not saying for sure we're going to get Kyrie or anything like that, but I do think it's very likely. But speaking on Kyrie, because I'm sure there's going to be tons of chat questions about it, and we'll talk about Kyrie. We'll talk about this game in general. But I'm pretty sure that what we saw with CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, having a guy that could just go get a bucket down the stretch, really helps a lot. And that's why I think Kyrie would be really good. But diving into the chat again, and thank you again, Swish. I really appreciate that. Tyler, just now from woes, Clippers now are in pursuit to get Kyrie. I mean, they were one of the first teams reported. I'm not worried about it. Laker fans should have saw the Clippers getting Kyrie. I still don't see him. I still don't see them getting Kyrie. It doesn't make any sense. I truly think Kyrie is going to the Clippers. I wish he was going to Lakers. I don't think so. It makes zero sense for Kyrie. It makes zero sense for Kyrie. I mean, not even just from a standpoint. Remove all of the noise, right? Would Kyrie Irving rather play with Kawhi Leonard, who is a notorious black hole when it comes to the basketball, and Paul George, who's basically their only playmaker? Or would he rather play with LeBron James, who he knows he's going to get his buckets, he's going to get his shots, LeBron's going to feed him and let him just thrive, and Anthony Davis, right? And not just that, what are the Clippers trading? Like, the Clippers have less assets than we do. Like, what are the Clippers giving up? They're going to give up what? Like, you think the Nets want Chris Paul in his contract? Reggie Jackson or John Wall is what I meant. John Wall in his contract? Like, no, like, you need to do a package of John Wall and what? Like, Reggie Jackson is basically a poor man's Kyrie Irving, and then John Wall has been a poor man's Reggie Jackson. Like, the problem the Clippers have is they don't have a facilitator. Like, and Kyrie's not a facilitator. So it makes no sense for the Clippers. It makes no sense for Kyrie. And it makes no sense for that. Same thing with the Suns. That's why Chris Paul popped in my head, because I wanted to bring up the Suns too. Like, a lot of people think, like, oh, we should worry about the Suns. Who are the Suns trading? They're not going to trade Bridges and Ayton for them. And why would the Nets want Chris Paul in his contract? That makes no sense to them. And what, they're going to run a lineup of like Chris Paul, Kyrie, and Devin Booker? Like, again, makes no sense. I really think it's the Lakers or bust. But, maybe when all is said and done, I have egg on my face. But, I personally think that we'll be okay. We need wins. We can't let Beverly and Schroeder guard Ingram all game. Like, what are we doing? The guy who's been shooting 30% since he returned go for 35 points. Yeah, we do. We need size. I hope the Lakers don't stop at Kyrie. So there's reports. I wanted to get the video up tonight, but I might not be able to get it up till tomorrow morning because I have another video scheduled. And then on top of that, like, it's just a lot of news that have came out, right? But supposedly the Lakers want to hold on. It was in one of the athletic reports. In one of the athletic reports, it talked about how they want to hold on to their second round picks or potentially a first round pick, because supposedly they might have another deal in the works or already lined up. So if that's the case, then maybe we get a bigger sizable wing. I don't know. But I guess they still want to trade Patrick Beverly and Lonnie Walker is what they want to do. So Darvin Ham lineups, yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't get it at all. I feel it swish. LeBron had a mid game, and I think Russ should have definitely played more this game. He had it going offensively. He did. I don't know why. Darvin Ham just stopped playing Russ. Like I said, unless the front office said, hey, you need to stop playing Russ, like, maybe we have something lined up or something. Why? Like, Russ was killing them this game. This was one of his better games. It doesn't make any sense. Free Russell Westbrook, Kyrie not fixing this. Sometimes it feels that way. Darvin Ham continues to make mistakes. I don't know if I can defend him much more. I'm with you. It's rough. Y'all Darvin Ham fans should be ashamed. It is terrible. What the heck, Lakers, if it's one team that can figure out how to lose this game, it's us. Seriously. It's just game after game. We just figure out, like, every way possible to just lose. It doesn't make any sense. AD was doing great in the first three quarters, but the fourth, he was non-existent. Yeah, but that's up to the Lakers. That's up to Darvin Ham. That's up to LeBron. It's up to everybody to get him the ball. Seriously, pick up the phone, Rob. Our defense completely fell apart in the second half. Absolutely it did. Yeah, what defense? We played good defense in the beginning, but we led the game the whole way until the fourth. Shouldn't have lost that. We shouldn't have lost. This is a game that you just can't lose. Can't lose this game. The defense, Russ was playing that defense. Yeah. I'm so happy the Lakers lost. That's what they deserve for thinking they're the Warriors shooting 32 threes in one game. Haha, not too mad because Russ himself is about to be shipped. Okay. By the fourth quarter, we should have had our hands down Ingram's throat. Guy was killing us in the mid-range. I started to get really bad. Seriously. Like, you know what he's doing. You know what he's trying to do defend him. And I don't know why you're putting Patrick Beverly on. It just, again, doesn't make any sense to me. What is AD doing passing up a shot in the paint, shooting a corner three? When we were down 4 with a minute left, he missed and led to a make by the Pelicans. It went down 6. I don't know. It's just bad. Again, it's just bad decision-making all around. LeBron didn't play bad, of course, but I wanted him to have a better game. He could have played a lot better tonight. He was kind of coasting. The problem is that LeBron wants to break the scoring record at home. He wants to break it in LA. So the issue is he's not going to have a monster game. Like, you knew he wasn't going to go for 50 tonight. Like, he wants to break it in either, most likely the Bucks game is the game that he's most likely wants to break it in. But you knew he wasn't going to come out and put up 40 points, right? Like, this is a game that if he wasn't going for the scoring title, he probably would have dominated and established himself early on. He really didn't establish himself early on. If McCollum missed the floater at the end of the third, we win this game, probably. I started rooting for the Pelicans. The way we were playing, shaking my head, I feel that. That's why would Westbrook play D or hard when we know he is going to be traded? I mean, he did today. I mean, he had a really good game. A really good game. We need Kyrie, lack of shot creation and spacing in general. It's glaring in crunch time. It absolutely is. Absolutely. Looking forward to wake up to a trade so bad. I am too. I don't believe we're going to get one tomorrow. I don't. It's Sunday, maybe we do. But I think most likely if a trade gets done, it's Monday or Tuesday morning. I imagine the Lakers are going to want to get it done before the Thunder game. So you would imagine that they want to go get that done with Kyrie. Hopefully he can play for the Thunder game. LeBron, goes and gets his like 25 or whatever. So then he's like 15 points away. Lets Kyrie kind of eat that first game and then go break the record in the Bucks game. That's my guess. That ending of the third lost them the game. All the momentum completely shifted to the Pels. Agree. Without a doubt. Turnover, everything. Honestly, we better off with the Jazz Raptors deal than putting all our faith in one player like Kyrie. I don't think so. See, so I have preached depth, and I still really like the idea of depth, but there's certain players that their impact and just the holes that they fix are too great, right? Like Zach LaVine, no, it's pointless, right? Like go and get depth. Bradley Beal, same thing. Guys like that. Kyrie is one of the few players that can come in and completely turn our franchise around. All of a sudden, we are really good because he solves a lot of our issues. And his impact is just so much greater than, say we do a Jazz trade. Kyrie's impact alone is likely going to be bigger than like Mike Conley and Beasley. Like it just is. And then the Raptors deal, you could still get Gary Trent Jr. based on the reports. So the Lakers could realistically get Kyrie Irving and Gary Trent Jr. And if the reports that came out are true in The Athletic, the Lakers have another deal that they're working on or that may even be potentially lined up, and it's thought to be Gary Trent. So just something to keep an eye on. According to ESPN sources, the Flippers are going in big to acquire Kyrie. I'm really not worried about it. I'm really not. And you got to keep in mind, just would Kyrie want to go to the Clippers over the Lakers? Right? Like if Kyrie says, I'm not going to the Clippers, like I'm not re-signing with you, are the Clippers really going to go and trade for him? I don't think so. Maybe to go like a 3-month rental, but why? If you don't win, you look foolish. You just gave up everything you have, unless you're planning to like last shot, blow it up type thing. Really hard to win when Jones is allowed to step out of bounds. Ham should have called a timeout when teams are having a hard time executing. Yeah, execution is everything. If I'm Rob, I'm firing Ham, though. He has proven over and over to be incompetent. Coach, fourth quarter, questionable lineups, pathetic, no Rui, no Russ. And he's having a decent game and still no Max. Yeah, I don't know about that. They're not going to fire Ham, especially this late into the season, but it's been frustrating. Clippers owner can offer Kyrie a lot of money to come there and play for the Clippers. Kyrie ain't turning that down, except he can't. So there's rules to he can only offer the contract. So he can offer the same contract that everyone else can because he'd have his bird rights. So the Clippers can't give Kyrie more than anyone else, right? I mean, could they do like backdoor deals? Sure, but so could all teams. And not just that, but Kyrie's would make more money with the Lakers than he would anywhere else. Like endorsements, brand deals, the whole storyline of him and LeBron's reuniting. If he wants to get a new shoe deal, the best place for him is the Lakers, and have LeBron kind of pushing for him to get a shoe deal. The most money Kyrie would make isn't with the Lakers, which I think is part of the reason he wants to go to Lakers. We don't need Kyrie. We need defense. We have enough scoring points to win games. Problem is we don't. We do during the course of the game, but we don't down the stretch. We don't have a shot, just a shot getter. right? We don't have a CJ McCollum or a Brandon Ingram. And that's been a huge problem almost all of our games. We just can't execute down the stretch. If we aren't going to play Russ and he's going to continue his struggles in other games, we need to trade him. Better for both parties, and we have a good chance of getting Kyrie. Yeah. I think the Kyrie trade's coming. The small guards struggle on defense. Yes, that doesn't help at all either. Just call it a year. They are trash. Regroup next year and deal with Kyrie. Then you can't. If you don't get him right now, you're not going to get him. Hornets said they want to move every vet, forget Kyrie, get some actual shooting and better defense. Problem is that most of the guys on the Hornets aren't very good three-point shooters other than Terry Rozier. You do get size and you do get defense. I do really like the Hornets deal, but if you can get Kyrie, you get Kyrie. Russ is playing good tonight. If there's any game you wouldn't play him, it shouldn't have been this one. Darvin Ham moment. Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Yes, Clippers can promise anything he wants and give him the chance to carve out his own legacy without living in LeBron's shadow, except they can't. I mean, he's going to be the third option on the Clippers. At least he's going to be very likely the first or second option on the Lakers. Anthony Davis isn't a dog. He's not going to demand being the number one option. LeBron James, after he gets a scoring title, would be more than happy to regress and kind of let Kyrie score. Kyrie is a better fit. The Clippers fit might be one of the worst fits in the league. Like, who's your number 1, 2, and 3 option? Every big three all have that clarification. You know, think of like back to the Celtics, right? You had Paul Pierce, KG, and then Ray Allen, right? Ray Allen made a lot of the sacrifices, but you also had a guy like Rondo who was the glue guy. You know, look at all of LeBron's teams. You had LeBron James, who was clear-cut number 1. Dwayne Wade was clear-cut number 2. And then Chris Bosh was clear-cut number 3. LeBron James, clear-cut number 1. Kyrie, clear-cut number 2. Kevin Love, clear-cut number 3. Fast forward to this team, if they go and get if the Lakers get Kyrie Irving, Kyrie's probably gonna be the guy, right? As far as like scoring and getting his shots and getting his buckets, he's probably gonna get a lot of opportunity to create. LeBron will probably play Magic because he's at a different point in his career. LeBron's still gonna get his 20 plus because it's LeBron James and he's just that smart, that good, that talented. And then Anthony Davis will get his 25 plus a game. They'll be fine. Where Kawhi Leonard never passes the ball. He's going to get his 20 shots a game. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are injured as much as Anthony Davis. So, you know, it's not injury. Like, no matter how you shake it, it makes zero sense. It doesn't make sense for the Clippers. I don't know how much of that is like, I mean, for all we know, it's the Nets trying to get the Lakers to get the price up. What's going on, Butt Kicker? Appreciate you. We couldn't stop Ingram and even Alvarado. Our defense efforts was terrible at points. Letting a 5'11" point guard run around our defense and putting point guard running them. Yeah, it was just rough. Team doesn't deserve it. Jury's still out on him, too. I mean, we're the Lakers. We still deserve it. We can stop talking about playoffs now. There's no chance to save the season. So you don't think if we get Kyrie on Monday that could save the season? We still have a long way to go. Clippers have better role players to offer the Nets. They are all on long-term deals. They also wouldn't get – we have more assets as a whole, like draft picks, stuff like that, which then they could use to go get something else. Who are they giving up? Like, are they taking John Wall and Covington? Like, do you think Kevin Durant's going to be like, oh, yay, I got John Wall, who has been terrible for the Clippers, and Covington, who's – I have 5 of those. Like, you know, like they don't. Clippers have zero trade value outside of Powell, Paul George, and Kawhi. Exactly. They just don't. I mean, we have more assets than they're our first round picks. They have the same amount as we do. It makes no sense. I have nothing against Lakers. I just don't like LeBron wanting to cheat code for the easiest path to the chip. But it's not just LeBron. I mean, it's the organization's job. Like, so many people are like, how much help does LeBron need? As much as the organization will get him. That's the job of the organization. The job of the GM is to put the best team with the best talent and the most players possible on the court night in and night out. That's your job as an organization. Like, people are always like, oh, LeBron. So, like, an organization is supposed to just what? Go, oh, we got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's all we need. That's enough. Oh, but you have an opportunity to go get Kyrie. We don't need him. We got LeBron James. How much help does LeBron need? You know, like, no. Your job as an organization is We can get Kyrie, let's get Kyrie. We can get Rui Hachimura, let's get Rui Hachimura. We can get Gary Trent, let's get Gary Trent. If you have an opportunity to get, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson on the same team, you do it. Just like the Warriors, they had an opportunity to get Kevin Durant, right? You think the Warriors were thinking, how much help does Steph Curry need? No, they were thinking, we have a chance to get Kevin Durant. Let's go get Kevin Durant. That's going to win more championships. And guess what happened? It did. It has nothing to do with LeBron James. Lakers can offer more picks than the Clippers. Yes, exactly. I hate this team. I feel it. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. This is exactly why the Lakers need Kyrie to close out games. AD seems to not do that job, and LeBron seems like he can't get it done either. It's so frustrating. We need Kyrie. I don't care. We do. LeBron is not a good closer. This is why Kyrie is needed. Yes. This team is just so bad. At least LeBron has less than 40 points past Kareem. Exactly. It does feel like there's no urgency with this team, which is frustrating. Again, this is a game that you absolutely need to win. Absolutely need to win. Let's see. Tough watching this version of the Lakers. Agreed. Thing is, every team has a loss like this. They do, but we just can't afford it, which is the problem. Lakers got outscored 28-17 after bench runs. Like I said, this is a game where you play Russ. I don't understand that. The only reason we didn't win is because the 32 threes. Yeah, very likely. The end of the third quarter killed us and gave the momentum and made 2 pointers by them and Gabriel giving it away, and they hit another three. Yeah, that did not help at all whatsoever. Why is Darvin Ham starting a midget guard and Schroeder? I don't know. It's not working yet. They keep doing it. Ham needs to be fired. We need a real coach. The problem is there is nobody right now. Like what coach are we going to get right now? Lakers just not good enough, and AD wasn't the dominant player we need. Schroeder was afraid to shoot for some reason. It was a very rough game. Russ was even hitting threes too. It helped us a lot. It was. He was knocking him down. LeBron is the greatest player in the game. Why on earth does he need a closer? That is the job. That is his job and AD's job. Yes, but AD's one, not getting it done, and two, LeBron James is only one person. They left Russ wide open, and he missed early in the fourth, but this might have been a game for him late. Yeah, I don't know why. I would have put him in. Like, what what did you have to lose? Ham is too obsessed with Pat Bev. Rui should be closing games with LeBron and AD. Agreed, 100%. Like, as Troy Brown played tonight, he's been very, very good, like, consistently this year. Like, he's not great. He's not like, he's not like a complete game changer, but like for the minutes that he gets and the role that he plays, he's really good. Robert Covington, Norman Powell, two guys the Blazers gave away for Eric Bledsoe. That's not enough to get Kyrie stop this nonsense. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What are the Clippers going to give up? And like I said, if Kyrie said, okay, we got the report that Kyrie wanted to be traded. And immediately they made it clear, Woj made it clear that the Lakers are on that he wants to go to the Lakers, and he gave no list. Even Kevin Durant, as soon as he said, I want to trade, here's my list of teams. Here are 4 teams that I'll accept to trade to, or 5 teams or whatever it was, but I prefer the Suns. So if you can trade me to the Suns, I'd appreciate it. Every time we hear a trade, we hear of like 3 or 4 teams that are interested. We haven't heard one peep about Kyrie being interested in any of these teams but the Lakers. Why would Kyrie want to go and play with Luka Doncic, and who is the most dominant ball player in the history of the league, has the highest usage rating, to sit there and get like 15 shots a game? Like, why? Like, how is that going to work? Why is he going to go to the Phoenix Suns and be the 4th option on a team that he's probably the best player on? Like, why is he going to go to the Clippers when he could go to the Lakers for 1, 2, like, what, you think he'd rather play with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard than LeBron James, who he knows he's going to feast with? And like, it makes no sense. Like, all these teams that are rumored and reported, none of them make sense for Kyrie, let alone the teams. So, yeah. I mean, if you could, yeah, of course. Like, if the Suns could get Kyrie for Chris Paul, then sure. But why would the Nets do that? Like, putting Pat Bev on Ingram is incompetence. Agreed. Rui was only 2 of 7 because of 5 of the misses came off of his own rebounds on his own. Yeah, exactly. But still, I mean, it was just his size. Even if he was having a bad game, like his size and everything was really good. He's getting his groove back. I really like Troy Brown. He's been very consistent. Ever since AD came back, his defense has looked off to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but he has struggled to get back on D, even the easy like. I mean, he did just get back, and he was sitting out for 6 weeks, so it's probably going to take him a little time. Today was proof that we need trade, simple as that. And I don't know why Ham didn't play Russ in the fourth. He was playing well. Exactly. I don't get it either. Like, if you were ever going to play Russell Westbrook, this was the game to do it. He was playing great. Like, he was making good decisions. He was doing everything right. You were right. Brown unable to carry them. Let's see. Just trade Russ anywhere at this point. Three guard lineups is horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Played well defensively. It's our guards getting shot over. Yeah, too small. Clippers have got their depth for Kyrie because the earliest they can offer a first is 2028. Exactly. Very likely it's going to take a 3-team deal. Most likely is how it's going to play out. Lakers are going to have to find a third team, give them some assets, and all will be fine. But luckily, there are plenty of teams that would take Russell Westbrook, and the Lakers could just send those players to them. It's just, what do you want? Would you rather have firsts or would you rather have this? Okay, well, then you'd rather have players. Here's a pool of 8 guys. We could get you like 3 of them. Take your pick. That's probably how this is going to go down. We need a new coach. This was a tough loss and hurts in the standings. Still a lot to look forward to. Absolutely, Jason. Absolutely look forward to. It is a frustrating loss, man. It really is. It feels like this has happened a lot. Probably Nets like what they saw. The only reason I don't care about this L is because Russ is on his way out, and we are going to get help. Yeah, I imagine. Kyrie can save the Lakers, but my thing, how did you let them come back and win this game? I want Russ and Bev gone. They're not winners. I mean, this wasn't really Russ's fault. Russ should have played this game. But, yeah, I mean, this was inexcusable. It's an inexcusable loss. Let's see. Schroeder wasn't playing well. Could have had Russ, Pat, Troy, AD, Bron on the floor. So upset with the result today. Agreed. I'm with you. Let's see. Fire coach. Why is Westbrook and Hachimura don't get minutes? Kyrie will not come into this team, which stocked on the 13th seed. Kyrie is going to come to later. He's not going to. He does. Like, if we were 10 games out of the play-in or playoffs, then maybe he'd be like, yeah, I don't really want to go there because we're not going to even make the playoffs this year. But Kyrie comes. Kyrie's going to come. And not just that. If Kyrie comes and we make the playoffs, even if we don't win the championship, like let's say we make the playoffs, go on a great run, and we make the playoffs, and let's say we lose in the second round or something like that, Kyrie will be praised as the savior. The Lakers wouldn't have made the playoffs, just wait till next season, look how good we were, blah, blah, blah. Like, if anything, this is more incentive for Kyrie, because Kyrie's looking like, man, if I go to Lakers, I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the hero. I'm the guy on the pale white horse that's riding in, that just hair flowing, like, let's go. Like, I'm with you. Super disappointed. Let's see. Kyrie is on the way. We need saving ASAP, man. Losing crazy disappointment in that fourth quarter. I'm with you 100%. Without a doubt, it's rough. It is rough. Dennis shouldn't start, buddy. Can't shoot and too small. We can't have too small guards playing. Yes, that's why I'm hoping that we get Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie would be a starting point guard, and then we would have Schroeder come off the bench, which is probably where he belongs. It's either Russ or Powell getting 6-man. Yeah. Ben Mathurin is 5th on the list. Yeah, which is crazy. He's actually been really solid. Will Lakers make the playoffs? I still think so. Man, trade AD? Nah, he can't trade AD. AD is way too good. And just what he brings on both sides of the ball. It's rough when AD is not playing. What a letdown. That end of third quarter killed us. Plus, we didn't feed AD all fourth quarter, which I don't understand. That's on LeBron, our guards, and Ham. Mavs won't give Wood a $30 million. They're not giving Kyrie a max. Clippers won't give up Powell, so Clippers aren't getting him either. Yeah, I'm really not worried about it. Like I said, that it was either the Lakers or the Nets. he either re-signs with the Nets or he goes to the Lakers. I still stick by that, but I think it's the Lakers simply on the fact that, like, if the reports are true from everybody that came out that Kyrie, he's not signed. Like, even if the Nets come to him and say, we'll give you the full max, it's not about the money. And we know Kyrie doesn't care. Like, if he has his mind made up, he's gone. He'll take the loss. He'll take it on his beliefs, and he should. I mean, all the Nets did was just throw him under the bus, attack his character, talk about how he's a racist, talk about how he's just this terrible human being, this, that, and the other. Like, if I was him, I'd be like, I'm not staying here, and you guys are playing with my money too. Like, peace. I'll go to a team like the Lakers. I'll get my money back and then some. You know, like, the Lakers can offer Nets Russ expiring money. 2 future firsts will likely be high picks, Reeves or Christie. Lonnie and Lakers can take back Joe Harris back contract. Exactly. That is probably the biggest thing is that that's probably the biggest thing is that we have the money to take on like Joe Harris's contract, clear salary space. Because right now, if Kyrie just walks, the Nets have zero money. They still have Kevin Durant. They still have Ben Simmons, both on max contracts. They have Joe Harris in his bad contract. They have Royce O'Neal and Patty Mills on multi-year deals. I think they have Cam on a multi-year deal. They're cap strapped. They have no money. But Russell Westbrook for Joe Harris and Kyrie Irving, all of a sudden you have like 20 to 30 million in cap space. There you go. The Lakers could, even if they wanted to, you could even do like an entire like mega deal if you wanted to and say, okay, Brooklyn, we'll take every player you have that has a contract outside of KD, of course, but like all the guys like Royce O'Neal, Patty Mills, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, we will take all of them. We will give you Russ, Bev, and Walker. And, you know, there you go. Now you have Kevin Durant essentially and like $80 million in cap space. Let Kevin Durant go pick his team in the offseason. There you go. Like, yeah, I mean, the Lakers have a ton of ways to go about this. They could give Christie if they wanted to. They could give Lonnie Walker if they wanted to. They could give all three if they wanted to. You know, like there's no like the Lakers are in the best position. Kyrie wants to be there, right? There's not going to be any questions about like, oh, is he going to re-sign? Is he going to do this? It's the Lakers. Like he's going to Lakers. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I am fairly confident. I mean, to be fair, I've been preaching this since the offseason. Like, I literally kind of built this channel on Kyrie Irving because I started on As It Stands talking about the Kyrie and Kevin Durant news. That took off. And then I was like, well, I really want to talk about, like, Kyrie and the Lakers more, but I don't want to just be a Laker channel over here. So I made this channel and the Kyrie says. So I've been preaching Kyrie Irving, I've said countless times, and there's a lot of you that have been here from the beginning. I was saying from day one, it's a matter of when, not if. That sooner or later, Kyrie Irving's going to make his way to the Lakers. Because what's going to happen is sooner or later, he's either going to ask out or they're going to have an implosion, and Kyrie is gone. And all of those things happen. I really think, and I'm still sticking by it, the same thing I said a couple months ago. Sooner or later, Kyrie Irving is going to be in the purple and gold. You know, maybe he doesn't. When he signs an extension with the new team, then I'll be like, okay, I was clearly wrong. But I think that extension is going to be with the Lakers. I do. Even if another team trades for him, I think he leaves and comes to the Lakers. Like, all the hype trades, yes. Powell is fourth. By the end of the season, Powell will be right there. I think so too. Yeah, he's been really good. Brogdon, who's having an excellent season off the bench for a team with the best record. He has, but I mean, it's also doesn't always work like that, right? Yeah, Brogdon is sixth. Poor man's Reggie Jackson. He has been. He's been terrible. John Wall has not been very good this year. He's had like 2 games where he was like decent. Why don't y'all look up and stop assuming? Like I said at the beginning of the season, Lakers won't do anything and even make the playoffs. Well, I mean, the Lakers have already done something, and it looks like Kyrie's coming. So, you know, hold on. Hold your horses, Chris. We'll talk after the trade deadline. I want you back here for that live stream, and I want you to be like, damn, I was wrong. My bad. Okay? OKC is up. Dame has been playing well. Warriors probably going to win. shaking my head, trying to tell you we had to be perfect. We really did. We had to win this game. This was just such a tough loss. Let's see. People just don't want the Lakers to get Kyrie. Let's all call a spade a spade. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Nobody wants the Lakers to get Kyrie. If the Lakers get Kyrie, they're probably the best team in the league the next 3 years at least. Because you're going to have this season, which, and I said this in my last video, just because we get Kyrie doesn't mean we win the championship this year. I do think we win a championship, if not this year, like within the next 2 years. But we have a very big uphill battle to climb, right? And that's going to be tiring, right? Kyrie's got to come, and we gotta go on like an 8 to 10 game win streak or something crazy like that, which is not unrealistic to think so. But health, everything fit. Like, can they figure it out quick enough to actually make a push and get into the playoffs? Once they get into the playoffs, I like our chances, but it's going to be tough. So even if we get Kyrie, you know, the whole world's going to be like, Lakers 2023 champions. That's it. It's over. We're winning. That's done data. Wrap it up. Bet the house. Bet the farm. Like, and that very well could be the case. The Lakers could very well win the championship this year, but I don't want people to be like, oh, it's a lock, because it's not. We are in just such a – if we were like the 5th seed, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to be okay. We're probably winning the championship this year. But us being like, what are we, the 12th, 13th seed right now, that is going to be a big uphill climb. So we have to go on just like a big win streak just to make the playoffs. Not even talk about the play-in. And then if we make the play-in, if we end up as the 9th or 10th seed, you have to win 2 straight games. If you lose one of them, right? Like, so if the Lakers, even if we have Kyrie, LeBron, and AD, if, you know, we play whoever, you know, the Pelicans, right? Let's say we play these Pelicans again, right? And if they just shoot the lights out, you know, and they're just lights out, we cannot stop them. Doesn't matter how good our defense is. They're just making everything, which happens, and the Lakers lose, and that's it. So it's just something to keep in mind. But I do think we have a good shot. Clippers aren't going to get Kyrie. They're not going to get Kyrie. I would be shocked if they get Kyrie. Instead, we get Mike Conley and Vanderbilt. No. I'm telling you, they're not going to get Kyrie. Lakers got to get Kyrie like that. Yeah, the Clippers aren't getting Kyrie. I'm telling you, they're not getting Kyrie. If that happens, then I'll live with egg on my face. I never believe anything is 100%, but that would be the shocker of the century to me if the Clippers land Kyrie. Norman Powell or Russ, no one has played better than them. Brogdon's good, just not a big enough role. Yeah. Forced to finish the season as a net. That would make no sense for the Brooklyn Nets to do that. Zero. They can't afford to have him walk. Clippers aren't getting Kyrie, in my opinion. Sure, it can happen, but it's most likely not the outcome. Yeah, I just do not see it. I really don't. I mean, like I said, maybe at the end of it all, I have egg on my face, but I'm fairly confident when I say Lakers are going to get Kyrie. Even if Kyrie doesn't join us at the deadline, he'll come in free agency. Exactly. And that's why I don't think any team is going to trade. No team is going to outbid the Lakers because they know Kyrie could just leave, and the only team he wants to sign with is the Lakers. So it's one of those things. Why is Ham putting a 6-1 Pat Bev versus Ingram? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. He pulled Russ because the defense sold out and left him completely unguarded to start the fourth. Still, I don't think it would have been bad to keep him in this game. I would love Kyrie, but honestly, I'd rather have Hornets package. I can understand that. Kyrie, I just think has too large of an impact. This was horrible. Absolutely. Nets get Covington and Powell, and what are they? A first-round exit at best. That makes no sense for Brooklyn. Yeah, exactly. These games happen. That's why you can't blow 15 winnable games. Yeah, exactly. You just can't. Let's see. At least I won some money off this game. Well, good. This is awful night in the Western Conference for us. Everyone we needed to lose is winning. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Lakers lose and everyone wins. Kyrie will be a Laker within a week, quote me. I mean, we only have like 3 days until the trade deadline, right? Or 4 days. I guess 4.5 days technically. But Kyrie will be – I think Kyrie's a Laker by the Thunder game to break it in LA. Exactly. If we trade our picks away and a few players, could we sign Kyrie in the offseason? Yeah, so we would get Kyrie's bird right. So if we trade for Kyrie, we would have bare minimum like the bone of the team or the foundation of the team, whatever you want to call it, in the offseason. We would have LeBron James, Anthony Davis. We could re-sign Rui Hachimura because we have his bird rights, and then we could re-sign Kyrie Irving because we have his bird rights, and then that would still leave us vet minimum contracts. We'd still have Max Christie as well, which Max Christie could be your starting shooting guard. Like, that's not a big deal. Like, Max Christie's already our best on-ball defender. He's probably only going to get better next year. He's been great shooting the three ball. He's shooting like 42% from three. Like, if our starting five is Kyrie, Christie, Rui, LeBron, and AD, like, I'm okay with that. But we could keep them. If we do keep Beverly, we could actually go over the cap because we'd have his bird rights too, so we could re-sign Beverly if we needed to. But worst case scenario, we'd have Rui, Kyrie, LeBron, AD, Christie, and then we'd have vet minimum contracts, taxpayer mid-level, and we'd have the biannual exception. So we'd have enough to go round out a team. So yeah, the Lakers lose all the big games for whatever reason. It just seems that way. I have a bad day right now. Lakers lost this game, and we can't get Kyrie. I don't know where you keep getting that we can't get Kyrie from. The Clippers didn't trade for Kyrie. We have more assets than the Clippers do. The Lakers are not giving up all that draft capital for Kyrie Irving because they have no intentions of paying him the full max salary. I don't know. I disagree. I absolutely think they'll pay him. Do they have reluctancy? Absolutely. But they'll pay him the money. They're going to pay him the money. Rob Pelinka offered the 2 first-round picks and basically said, whatever you want, we'll take it. And he was going to take Joe Harris. The only reason the trade didn't happen is because Kevin Durant ended up opting back in. Otherwise, Kyrie probably would have been a Laker to start the season. And Rob Pelinka and Jeannie had intentions to sign him to the max at that time. They were going to give him a max extension as soon as they traded for him. So I don't think that that's changed. I think, if anything, it's more likely. Phoenix been getting in rhythm, and Booker is coming back. This is not looking great if we don't go perfect. Exactly. We gotta really start picking it up. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Genie pays superstars. Kyrie will be paid. Genie Bus will pay Kyrie Irving. So the Pelicans will probably start playing better. Ingram finally catching a rhythm. They probably will too. I mean, I don't think they go on another 10-game losing streak. You feeling okay? I'm a little under the weather. Nothing too major. Just kind of sniffle stuff. I got a little towel here. That's why I keep going like this, because I'm wiping my nose without doing it on camera. But yeah, just little cold or something. Nothing major, but thank you. I appreciate it. Lakers paid Kobe after he tore his Achilles. Lakers take care of the stars. Exactly. That's why guys like LeBron came to the Lakers. Pudding, what's going on, Blucka? Appreciate you being here. What is going on? Let's see. Pat Bev doesn't deserve that starting spot. Max Christie is a better two-way player, and I know for sure Christie can get more stops and more points in 27 minutes. I agree. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if our starting five going forward is Kyrie Irving, Max Christie, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with it. And even the concern of playoffs, I still wouldn't really be concerned with the playoffs because, one, I don't think Max Christie is going to do anything to mess anything up because, he's never been to the playoffs. He's a rookie. He's not going to want to do too much or try too much. Where if you get Patrick Beverly might think, oh, I've been here. I know how to do this. So I wouldn't mind that at all. But that inbound pass Gabriel did reminded me of a play in rec on 2K. Inbound to the point guard, bro. Seriously. It's rough. Kyrie will wear the same jersey his favorite player ever used to wear. Kyrie would have made sure the Lakers would have won tonight. I think so too. We need closers badly. For an outstanding game, the Pels were hungry for a win after losing 10 straight. I know, absolutely. Give credit to Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum kept them in the game early on, especially. I mean, you knew that they were going to come with their best effort. You knew that they were going to do everything they could to try to win this game. I don't think y'all realize how big this loss was. It was massive. That's why I said inexcusable loss. This was absolutely – this was bad. Our team defense is terrible. It is. Facts. Let's see. Offensive rebounding killing us nightly. A lot of things are killing us nightly. It's been rough right now. The Clippers' assets are better than the Lakers. No, they're not. They're not better than the Lakers. Lakers have more draft picks to give up. They have more young players to give up. They're not. They just have to get past this trade deadline. Deals or no deals, the players will settle in and lock in. Yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? Guys are worried, am I going to be on this roster by the time it's all done? Everything works out, and then everyone's like, okay, we're good. Bron and AD should have played against the Nets. At least AD should have beat Boston. Seems like it should have would have this season. Yeah, exactly. It should have. It's just that's kind of what this season has turned into. Is like, a couple games here and there. 3 Lakers standing flat-footed under the basket, giving up offensive rebounds. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The Lakers need to play defense. What be going on in Ham's head? Keep Beverly in the starting lineup. And why? Where is AR-15? He's still recovering from injury. It's the opponent's second chance buckets that kill us. It always is. I'm losing hope the Lakers can make the postseason. It's not over yet, but it's rough. It's definitely rough. Still think Miami swoops in on Kyrie. I do not see that at all. I think the Clippers have a better chance of getting Kyrie than Miami does. There is no way the Brooklyn Nets are going to want Kyle Lowry in his $30 million a year contract. No way. It makes zero sense. Kevin Durant would immediately request a trade. You're immediately losing Kevin Durant. Let's see. Could be right, but it happens. Guys get close, even though they're pros. It affects their mentality. Yeah. You got to stop downplaying Kyrie Irving in a Clippers uniform. That team would be dangerous in the West Coast. I completely disagree. I think that team would be extremely clunky and not make any sense. The problem they have right now is Paul George is your point guard, right? Because Reggie Jackson is a better 2 guard, and John Wall is a worse version of Reggie Jackson. Like, you go get Kyrie Irving, that does not solve your number one problem. Their number one problem is somebody that can put it all together. They need Ricky Rubio more than they need a Kyrie Irving. I think it would be terrible. And maybe I'm wrong. The Golden Eagle, believe me, if he goes to the Clippers, which I don't think is happening, if he goes to the Clippers and they win the West and they're a contender, I give you every permission to come here and be like, see, I told you, you don't know what you're talking about. But I do not see it. Look, I've been wrong before. Maybe I'm wrong again, but I think they are going to be terrible. I do not think that works. And I think it's going to be a disaster, and I think Kyrie leaves. Like, I really do. So, but we'll see. It absolutely would make them the favorite. Absolutely would make them the favorite. But I just don't think it's going to work. I don't think they win a championship. I don't. I think it's just too clunky, too awkward. I feel that. Clippers just be trying to take away when it comes to. I think that's all it is that I think they look at it as like, let's just try to go and get Kyrie to keep him from the Lakers from 1, and 2, maybe if we get him, maybe he'll stay. I mean, it's kind of like what Kawhi Leonard did with or what the Raptors did with Kawhi Leonard. The difference is that it was a very different situation, right? The Kawhi Leonard was like a perfect fit and complement star for Toronto, and you knew, like, it was like, man, like, this team could win a championship. They had all the pieces, everything in line. You knew as soon as you saw Kyrie, you're like, he's the perfect type of player and complement for that. It was a gamble to begin with. I mean, even Ujiri was like, hey, it is what it is, but that ended up lucking out. I just don't see that same thing happening for this. I have no faith in Rob getting this deal done. It very well might be. You're wrong. It makes perfect sense for the Clippers. And maybe I will be. We will see. Only time will tell. We aren't getting Kyrie. I have no faith in Rob. I disagree. I think he'll be a Laker. We can't get Kyrie and have 2-3 games where we just don't shoot well yet. I mean, we can't have that period, to be honest. But LeBron just got a notification. LeBron wants Kyrie union. James is an immense proponent to bringing former teammate to the Lakers ahead of trade deadline per Woj. I'm telling you, I think it's happening. I thought Dennis had a really off game. He was getting some nice assists in the first half, but for some reason he just can't maintain that aggression, offensive mentality it's just lack of consistency, being able to do that night in and night out. Can't wait until Kyrie comes to the Lakers, so Russ can be gone, and Bev and Dennis goes to the bench. Yeah, likewise. Let's see. If you get Kyrie, you'll be worse on defense. LOL. I want this trade just to show y'all how wrong I am. Russ gets a ring, win-win situation. I mean, there's lots of talks that Russ might go to the Clippers. I actually think Russ makes more sense with the Clippers than Kyrie does. Facts. The reason the Clippers are pursuing Kyrie just so the Lakers give up more. I really think it's just a Nets play. I really do. I agree with you 100%. I really think you have the Clippers and all these other teams that are supposedly want Kyrie. I think it's just the Nets' way to try to get as much as they can from the Lakers because they have no leverage at all. None. So I think that's just all it is. Honest question. Do you think the Lakers actually practice? Do you think they do shoot-arounds and light drill practices? I do not think that they practice heavily. I think they do like little light things here and there. But I don't think they're running like crazy intense practices. Kyrie, way better than Russ. He got a ring, Russ. The Warriors team could defend. They absolutely could defend. KD determines if LA gets Kyrie. I don't know how KD determines that, but and now Portland got the lead on the Bulls. Shaking my head. It's rough. Absolutely rough. Game against OKC is a must win. It is absolutely a must win. It does need to stop. I am with you. Darvin Ham is a bad coach. No trade will matter unless Lakers move 80 back to power forward. Can't move 80 back to power forward. He's too good at center. And he can't shoot the ball. Do you know why Russ didn't play? I have no idea. I mean, he started. I mean, there were talks about him not playing at all. I don't know, unless they got a call that was like, hey, we're doing a deal like tomorrow or Monday. Don't play him anymore. Maybe. I don't know. Murphy is a baller. We should have hired a Gundy. The Gundys are not good coaches anymore. They've been terrible. Coach a legit clown. Let Pat Bev guard a 6'9" Ingram. I don't get that either. Nets want a package that will help keep them in win now mode. The problem is there aren't really any out there. Not like that's going to be huge like packages. Like, no matter what they get, like even if it's the Clippers deal or it's the Mavs deal or it's whatever deal, right? The Suns deal, whatever. None of those packages are going to help them win now. They're not winning now. The Nets have this like idea in their head that like, oh, even if we lose Kyrie, if we get like 2 or 3 guys, we're still going to win. Kevin Durant and a bunch of role guys are not going to win the Eastern Conference and an NBA championship. They're like, Kevin Durant is probably going to request a trade in the offseason. Brooklyn's living in this fantasy of like, oh, we'll just trade Kyrie and we're just going to get, we're going to get 2 or 3 guys and it's going to be fine, right? Like, I think you have a better chance winning with Russ than you do with like Chris Paul and whoever. Like, I just, it doesn't make any sense to me. And it didn't matter yet. LeBron should be guarding Ingram. Guys get hot, it happens. But we can't create offense. That's the problem. Yes. And we need somebody like that. Always guards the weakest player. Yeah. Well, now at this point in his career. Do trying to talk to Kyrie trade true. I mean, look, like I said, maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But I really think it's coming. I really do. But we don't know what trade package Clippers will offer. Any package that the Clippers offer, we can outbid them. We have more draft picks. We have more assets. We have more ability to go get a third team and get them other guys that like it just no matter how you slice it, we can get them more. Unless they just don't want to trade him to the Lakers for whatever, which I don't know why. But unless they're just like, we're not trading him to the Lakers, we don't care, then, which I don't see them doing that. That makes no sense. Let's see. If Kyrie gets traded, KD is next. Why would the Nets take back role players on long-term contracts? It literally makes zero sense. Kennard, $14 million, 3 years. Powell, $17 million over 4 years. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Like I really don't believe that they have this just idea of like, oh, don't worry, we're going to trade Kyrie and we're going to get enough players back to make us a contender. It makes no sense. You're not going. It doesn't matter what role players you get. Those role guys and Kevin Durant are not going to be able to do it. You're having a hard. You haven't won with Kevin Durant and Kyrie. You've won one playoff series. That's it, one with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And what? You're going to go get Norman Powell and Kennard, and now what? You're going to be a contender more than you would with Kyrie and Katie. Like, it makes no sense. Kevin Durant's going to want out. He's going to request a trade. He's going to be done. They're going to rebuild. They're going to get a nice package for Kevin Durant. I think, and I said this on the Lakers show. If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'm trading Kyrie immediately to the Lakers. I am calling the Lakers. I am saying, look, we're going to give you Joe Harris and Kyrie Irving. We want Russell Westbrook, both first-round picks, and you can keep one of them protected, whatever. There you go. Boom. Just to get that out of the way. Now you don't have to worry about it. And then I would focus these next 4 days on finding the best return for Kevin Durant. There is no way you were telling me, with the way that the West is stacked up right now, that almost every team in the Western Conference would be outbidding each other to try to go get Kevin Durant, because every one of those teams would believe whoever gets Kevin Durant would win. Like, you would get what the Phoenix Suns would probably give you Ayton and Bridges and a bunch of draft picks. The Pelicans would probably give you like Murphy, Ingram, and whatever else, and then a bunch of picks. Like, I don't like, if I was the Brooklyn Nets, I would be focused. I would just get rid of Kyrie. There you go. You can have him. Congratulations. We're not winning anyway. Let's focus on a Kevin Durant trade. And I would immediately be trying to go and trade Kevin Durant for the best return possible, because you're going to get more for him now than you would this past offseason and likely this next coming offseason. So I can't wait until trade Bev now. Without Bev, Ham got somebody in that spot when Bev's gone. Yeah, I hope that they trade Bev for like an actual shooting guard or something. No, I've said countlessly that I think it's going to – I said it earlier in this live stream. I think it's very likely going to be a 3-team deal. I just think that it makes more sense for them to just take Russell Westbrook. If they really want to win now, they really want to continue to win now, Russell Westbrook is better than Norman Powell and Luke Kennard. Clippers are trying to make us look stupid by us not trading for Kyrie. I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. Like I said, if he goes somewhere else, he goes somewhere else. I just don't think it happens. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Kyrie and the Mavs make no sense. I think it's between Clippers and Lakers, because Mavs had Brunson last year and his role was minimized due to Luka's ball hog. That's why Brunson is breaking out now. Exactly. It makes no sense. And I don't think the Clippers make any sense. I'm finding it hard to believe the Clippers actually want Kyrie. I do too. I don't think they do either. It doesn't make any sense for the Clippers. Like, they don't need another scorer. They need a facilitator to put it all together. On paper, they would hands down be the best team in the league. Hands down. I just don't think it works. We're missing 2 shooting guards, small forwards that can defend. Troy Brown is decent. Not enough, though. Yeah, I can understand that. We do. We need some. I hope that they don't just stop at on Kyrie. There are talks about them getting another piece, or that another piece is like lined up. I really hope that's the case. I hope it's not just Kyrie and then that's it. I really do. But I don't know. Only time will tell. Golden Eagle coming in hot with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If Kevin Durant requests a trade, he should consider Portland Trailblazers. If not, he'll want back to the Warriors. I think Kevin Durant to the Warriors makes all the sense in the world still. I think the Warriors could give arguably the best package out of any team. And he fits. He works. They probably continue their reign. Nobody's going to care like they did the last time. I really do think that the Warriors make all the world of sense. Problem is with the Trailblazers is Kevin Durant has publicly said he will not go to the Portland Trailblazers because they passed him up. Like, he said that himself during the offseason. He was like, I'll never go to Portland because they passed me up. So he's like, they should have gotten me then. So I don't think he goes there. But I really think the Warriors make a world of sense for Kevin Durant. I think it would be perfect. I think it'd be seamless. You could give up, Kuminga, Wiseman, Moses Moody, Draymond Green, and a couple and then a bunch of picks. There you go. Now you got what you want. You got a nice rebuild. You got a nice young core. We get Kevin Durant. Put Kevin Durant at the 3, Andrew Wiggins at the 4. You're stacked. Like, good luck beating that team. So yeah, I do. I think so too. But anyway, thank you so much, Golden Eagle. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna power through a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. Got to get some more videos and stuff up. Troy Brown Jr. was defending Ingram about as good as possible. That's why he got ran over Rui tonight. His feet are faster than Rui's. Oh yeah, Rui doesn't have very good foot speed. Had to leave at halftime. Sad to see the result. It was rough. He is slow-footed. Clippers will get Kyrie and have a better asset than Lakers. Instead, we can get Vanderbilt, Mike Conley, and Malik Beasley. Okay, so Connor, I want you to think about this for a second. Okay, let's say you're right. Let's say put together your best in your head right now. In your head, put together your best Clippers package, right? Is what you can put together better than Mike Conley, Vanderbilt, and Beasley? Let's say you're right, and the Lakers can get Mike Conley, Vanderbilt, and Beasley. Can the Clippers give anything close to that? No, they cannot. So if the Lakers really do have an opportunity to get Mike Conley, Beasley, and Vanderbilt for both first-round picks, why wouldn't the Lakers just take that and send it to the Nets to get Kyrie Irving? No matter how you slice it, Connor, the Lakers have the best option to get the deal. Slept through the first half. Wish he slept through the whole game, but facts. Kendrick Nunn looking better now that he's playing with better space. Yeah. Oh, no, I think he's a perfect complement for that team. Perfect complement for that team. Because he won't resign with them. Exactly. He's not. Let's see. I think the Lakers need Hassan Whiteside. I do too. I would love Hassan Whiteside. We need more shot creators. Agreed. Can coaches be traded at the deadline too? I don't know what Ham was doing either. Think about it. Good role players for the Clippers or Russell Westbrook. I think very likely it's a 3-team deal. I don't think it was a coincidence that they were talking to the Hornets and the Jazz the same and then an hour later Kyrie Irving wants to be a Laker. I just don't. Genie needs to sell the team if he goes to the Clippers. The reason Lonnie Walker didn't get much run is he water slide on defense. Terrible, yeah. What else? Let's see. Here we go. He let that short light skin guard score on him multiple times in the paint. Wonder if the Clippers are willing to move off of Kawhi since his health is so inconsistent. Would be crazy to see a healthy Kawhi, KD, Simmons, who play properly on the court together. Dude, I personally think the Clippers should move off Kawhi because he can't stay healthy. If they were to trade Kawhi for Kyrie, you could make an argument that would make a little more sense. I don't think they would, but KD, Simmons, and Kawhi on the same team could be really interesting. Defensively, if everyone's healthy, you'd be really good defensively. But yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. I don't think that they're going to trade Paul or Kawhi. Let Jose Alvarado look like LeBron driving to the lane, bro. Shorter than me. Thanks. Let's see. Dennis is a backup point guard. Rui is a backup 4. Lonnie is a backup 2. I think Rui can be a starting 4. It's just you got LeBron James at this point in his career is better at the 4. If Rui was our 4 and LeBron was 5 years ago, I think he'd be perfect. Russ is a starting point guard and so is Bev. Meaning Bev should be coming off the bench. Agreed. Rush, they should be starting Russ, but they ain't going to. Tell me why Darvin. Your guess is as good as mine. The Nets and Kyrie will figure something out. You never know. It's very possible, but if the reports are true, he's gone. Doesn't matter. Um, Pat Bev, Troy Brown, 80. This must be the best lineup for me. Uh, where is Pat? No Pat in this game. What do you mean? Pat played this game. Uh, Best deal is a 3-team trade with Utah, with Russ being sent to Utah. Win-win for all teams. Kai Harris, Lakers, Russ, Ronnie, Utah, Beasley, Cole, JC, Rando, and picks to Brooklyn. Yeah, I think that's probably what happens. I think it's some combination like that. Conley, Beasley, and Vanderbilt to that. I think that's very likely. When all is said and done, that's probably how it works out. Um, Are we reviving the Kyrie to the Lakers just a matter of when, not if videos? Exactly. Thank you, Blucka. Yes, we are. Absolutely. Oh, we're ramping them up. We are pumping them out. Pumping them out. We're right around the corner. The Clippers are about to cut John Wall, probably. Kyrie coming on the Lakers. We need a dominant point guard that can close out. We do badly. All right. Let's do a couple more here, and then I'm out of here. Exactly. Laker fans are delusional. Sammy Kyrie isn't a doctor. He's not. If we could get Kyrie and Markieff Morris, that's good. I would love Markieff Morris. I don't mind Joe Harris. We need shooting, and Joe Harris helps a lot. Russ is better than John Wall. It's not even debatable, really. It's not at all. Russ is much better than John Wall. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if the Clippers actually did get Russell Westbrook. Let's say, Russ gets traded, gets bought out, he ends up going, and he's a free agent. I could see them cutting John Wall and signing Russell Westbrook. Consistently running. Lakers need to stop thinking a 10-point lead is good enough. I agree. I am with you 100%. That could very well be it. Very well could be it. If the Lakers get Kyrie, we're definitely winning a chip this year. It's just a fact. That's why people don't want the Lakers to get it. I mean, I think it's a very, very likely. But again, we have a very high hill to climb. Very high hill to climb. Clippers can afford to lose this, which I actually predicted. Yeah. Let's see. Now the Los Angeles Clippers are interested in trading for Kyrie. I'm not worried about it. I don't think they will. Let's see. It's the lead that they have, which makes the rest for too long and lose rhythm, and teams start to catch up every game. It is. They need to hold on and maintain those leads a lot longer. Woj, keep an eye on the Lakers. They have the assets to get it done if they want. Exactly. It's coming. I'm telling you, the Lakers are going to get Kyrie Irving, right? Like I said, when all is said and done, maybe I have egg on my face, and we'll have that conversation. And I'll be here, and we'll talk about it. But I think we're getting Kyrie Irving. I really do. I think Kyrie's coming to Lakers. LeBron's going to use his studio to offer Kyrie the backdoor 3 pictures as Uncle Drew. That's probably exactly what he's going to do. He's gonna make more money with the Lakers than he would anywhere else. All the movie deals, endorsements, brand deals. All of it. I see Kyrie going to Lakers on Monday. I do too. I think Monday or Tuesday morning, I think it gets done. I don't think we get news of it tomorrow. I mean, we could, but I think very likely it'll be start of the week. No team want Westbrook because he has a bad shooting and his salary is high. Russ will stay away, Laker. The only reason teams want Russell Westbrook is because his salary is so high. That's literally the only reason teams. They don't want Russell Westbrook as the player. They want his high salary because it's expiring. The starting lineup is going to be fun to watch. Yes. Agreed. Let's see. Everybody wants to beat the Lakers, but the tables have turned and gonna because of Laker fan. Yeah, I can't wait. Cannot wait. All right, let's do these last 2 right here, and then I'm going to get on out of here. Is it me, or is LeBron pacing himself so he can break the record early in the Bucks game? He could easily drop 40 in this game. I said that exact thing earlier. I absolutely think that's what's going on here. I really do. I think he's just trying to coast and break the record where he wants to break the record. That's kind of my thoughts on it, but I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. But last little thing here, Anthony. Let's get Kyrie Harris, Caruso, Claxton. Nets get Levine, DeRozan. Bulls get Russ, Reeves, Cam Thomas, 2 unprotected first. Lakers net salary filler. I don't think the Bulls are going to blow it up. I really don't. But you never know. Why they didn't go to 80 in the fourth? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Knicks got completely outplayed. That seems to be about right. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Got a little more work to do, a little more videos to get up, stuff like that for today and tomorrow. But regardless, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out. I'd really appreciate that. Take a quick second. We're on the road to 10K. We're getting there. We're pushing fast, pushing hard. But nonetheless, hopefully we get Kyrie Irving. If we get Kyrie, I'll definitely do a live stream and we'll talk about it. So look forward to that. But yeah, again, hit that like